Hey everyone, welcome back. My name is Amanda, and this is Chai and Books Girl. So, today we are going to be having a very serious discussion. As you can see, I am in my literary sweater and I have my glasses on. And as you can see, my background is very studious. And so today we are, we are all joking aside, we are actually going to deviate a little bit from my normal bookish content. We are going to stay in the bookish realm, but I kind of wanted to give just a little bit of maybe information, a little bit of in my opinion, about what's happening that I see in the bookish community right now that I kind of wanted to address. If you've been on BookTok or Bookstagram at all this year, you have seen the pitchforks. People are acting like AI, artificial intelligence, is the literal devil coming to destroy all literature. We are seeing authors being harassed, review bombed, and canceled just because someone ran their blurb through some sketchy ass website and all of a sudden cried in a comment, AI, this is AI. To maybe have a small conversation and talk about AI with a little bit of knowledge and a little bit of intelligence. So let's get into it. Artificial intelligence in publishing is a massively complicated topic. And right now, some people, I'm not saying this is everybody, but some people in the reading community are making a lot of wildly uninformed decisions based upon social media outrage. Um, Today, I thought that we would look at what AI is, what AI isn't, and why using a tool for research does not make an author a villain. We're going to look at two massive real world examples: the cancellation of the horror novel Shy Girl, which I'm sure that you guys have seen all over BookTok, Bookstagram, it's been everywhere. And then we're going to look at the transparency of Joanna Stern's I Am Not a Robot. That one has not been as prevalent all over social media. And so that's going to be also an interesting look. And we're going to figure out, where is the actual line with AI? I do have, I'm sitting in front of my computer. I do have my notes open in front of me. And so I am going to be referencing these things because this is a serious topic. I do have data that I want to make sure that I'm getting right. So let's begin. I work with AI every day in my job. I work in IT, so I have a pretty good idea about what AI can do, and I especially know a little bit about what AI can't do. So frustrating. And yet I've noticed that in the book community, whom I love, by the way, any hint of the words AI or Chat GPT, and all of the sudden, y'all are grabbing your pitchforks, you're making the sign of the devil, and you're grabbing your holy water. It's like people think that AI is a human possessing devil that's going to take over all of the minds in the literary space. Like if you so much as look at an image generated by AI, like it's over. Like your brain is going to be mush and you can no longer think intelligently. So I have a real world example for you. So yesterday I was on Instagram and scrolling through my feed, Someone in the book community had made a post and was telling people about a fan fiction that she had read that she absolutely loved. And so she was letting everybody know, I highly recommend this. I thought it was great. Obviously, this was her opinion. I mean, everyone is entitled to their own opinions, but she's not saying that, well, because I loved it, you better love it. She was just saying, hey, I really enjoyed this. Here's the fanfic. If anybody is into this kind of thing, I recommend it. I highly enjoyed it. She did include a link to the fanfiction, which included a cover. The cover for this fanfiction was very clearly AI generated. I mean, it was obvious. And oh my gosh, you guys, the comments. Number one, this person was not the author. Number two, this person did not generate the cover for this fanfiction. But the comments, oh my goodness. Well, clearly this cover is AI. Well, what did you generate this cover on ChatGPT? Oh my God. Well, I don't read anything that's AI generated. Well, I don't read anything that has AI generated covers. This fan fiction, which I have not read, okay, I don't know a whole lot about it. I literally just saw this Instagram post. But this fan fiction is 132 chapters long. 132 chapters. Now, after an author gets done writing 132 chapters, girl, I applaud you for using AI to generate your cover. I can only imagine how exhausted you were after writing 132 chapters. Maybe she doesn't have the budget. I mean, Jesus, it's a fan fiction, okay? It's not like this is some big budget going to a publisher book, okay? It's a fan fiction. It's not like she has a budget. This can apply to anything. Maybe she doesn't have the budget to hire an artist for a cover. Maybe she doesn't have the artistic creativity to draw her own cover. Maybe it's just a fan fiction and it does not matter what the cover is. As I said, I have not read this. I don't know a lot about it. And to be honest, the whole fan fiction itself may be completely AI generated. But unless you read it first, you do not know. So please, as an intelligent person, a member of the intelligent book community, please do not go throwing this author into the devil category just because, for whatever reason, we don't know, she used AI to generate a cover. It does not matter. It does not affect the story. And please don't go and vilify the person who wrote the post in the first place. She doesn't have anything to do with the fan fiction. She's just recommending. Let's go back into teaching mode. That was my real world example because one comment turns into 12 comments, turns into 50 comments, and now all of a sudden, some poor indie author has a reputation that she uses AI to write her stories, even though there has been no content research, there has been nothing even read, no text has even been put before eyes. They are only making comments based upon an AI generated cover. Let's talk about using AI detectors. AI detectors do not count as research. AI detectors look for predictability in text, and that is all they do. AI detector softwares have flagged the Bible as being AI generated. They have flagged the US Constitution as being AI generated. So if an author happens to write in clear, straightforward, linear thinking, then the AI detector will most certainly flag it as being AI generated. These AI detector tools are broken tools. They do not work, and until and unless these tools are made better, until they are worked on, until they are updated, they should not be used as an excuse or as a justification in leaving one-star reviews and harassing authors. This is not protecting literary art. This is just buying into a mob mentality. Okay, there. I said it. Now, should we be wary of books that are 100% generated by a machine to make a quick buck? Abso-frickin-lutely. Yes, I 100% agree with that. And early this year, the book community proved that they know how to spot it without needing one of those broken AI detector apps. Let's talk about Shy Girl. Shy Girl, written by Mia Ballard, was a viral self-published dark romance slash horror novel that got picked up by the publishing company Hachette for a massive traditional release, only to be abruptly canceled. Let's talk timeline. Okay, February 2025, so this was last year. Mia Ballard self-published Shy Girl. It's about a depressed woman named Gia who agrees to live as a wealthy man's pet to clear her debts. It quickly gained traction as a buzzy, unhinged BookTok read. Winter of last year, around November, Hachette Book Group acquired the rights. They published it in the UK and scheduled a major US release for spring of 2026 under their Orbit printing brand. So early in 2026, early of this year, readers on Reddit and Goodreads began dissecting this novel. A deep dive YouTube video titled "I'm Pretty Sure This Book is AI Slop." This was done by Frankie Shelf, went viral, racking up over 1.2 million views. If you are interested in watching that video, I will link it for you in the description below. March of 2026, so just a few months ago, following massive online backlash and media coverage, Hachette conducted an internal review, officially canceling the US release, and pulled the remaining UK copies from shelves. Obviously, they couldn't do anything about the ones that had already been bought, but anything that was left, they pulled. What makes this story so powerful is that readers didn't just blindly trust an AI detector. Instead, they used good old-fashioned critical reading skills to spot the flaws. They read the book. They read it. And here is what they found. Number one, despite being a horror slash dark romance novel, this is supposed to be about captivity, about female rage. She's being kept as a pet, okay? All of these horrible things. The prose never escalated. It read on the exact same emotional level from page 1 to page 300, beginning to end. It completely lacked any of that kind of roller coaster of emotions that you would normally find when a human writes such a dark and gritty book. Number two, AI loves lists. Readers noticed that almost every sentence ended with 3 adjectives or descriptors. AI loves lists. Number 3, the word sharp was used nearly 200 times. AI models rely on specific descriptive words and heavily overuse them when trying to kind of emulate or bring forth kind of that edgy or a darkly atmospheric tone. And so the one for Shy Girl was sharp. Number 4, readers pointed out that while a paragraph might look beautifully written, reading them in the context of the book as a whole revealed that most of the text wasn't actually saying anything. Like the metaphors were like beautiful and there was a lot of them, but they were mostly nonsensical. Like they didn't make any sense in the context of the book. This brings us to the core of the issue: what AI is and what AI isn't. When we look at how predictive models actually parse data on the back end, it's clear that AIs are incredibly advanced calculators. They predict the next logical word in a sequence based on massive training data. That is an incredible tool. I don't care who you are, whether you're an author, an accountant, an IT professional, a beekeeper, a gardener. I don't care who you are. Everyone can use AI and should be using AI. But do you know what AI isn't? Human. An AI cannot feel grief. It cannot experience a broken heart. It cannot experience horror or trauma. It can't experience the high of falling in love or the butterflies you get in your tummy after a first kiss. It can't do any of that. AI mimics. It does not experience. So when Shy Girl got pulled by its publisher, it wasn't because of some social media pitchfork witch hunt. It was because intelligent readers of our bookish community actually read the book and they realized that something was wrong. Something was not quite right here. The book had zero emotional depth. It had repetitive phrasing. AI likes lists. And it had empty, nonsensical metaphors. It proved exactly what I am saying. AI cannot write human emotion. But catching it requires us to be critical readers. We cannot just be angry commenters relying on some sketchy AI detector or an AI generated cover or an AI generated description or blurb. There's a difference between generating a book and assisting an author. Authors absolutely should be using AI to outline, brainstorm, build worlds, manage massive amounts of data or research. It's like a mathematician using a calculator. It streamlines the workflow so that the human part of your brain can focus on the art and the creativity. If you want to see exactly what informed and ethical AI use looks like, then we have to talk about Joanna Stern. She is an Emmy-winning tech journalist who spent a year letting AI run almost every aspect of her life, and then she wrote a book about it. So she temporarily replaced her human research assistant with an AI. Now, look, I fully acknowledge that the fear of job displacement is a absolutely real conversation that we should all be having about AI. We should not be wasting our time witch hunting authors. with their freaking AI generated covers. But I digress. Joanna Stern. Stern built a custom AI bookbot to crunch hundreds of hours of her interview transcripts and all of her research data. But she established a strict proof of humanity in her introduction. The AI organized the data, but every single sentence in the book originated within her human brain. This is exactly what I am talking about. She used a tool to organize massive amounts of data so that her mind, her human brain, was free to actually write. That is not the devil. That is a perfect use of a tool. We have to stop going along with whatever the social media algorithm feeds us. Making informed decisions is what makes us intelligent readers. We need to fiercely protect human art. We need to protect literature. Yes, I agree. But we also need to support authors who are using modern technology to streamline their workflow. I'm sorry, but AI is here and it is here to stay. So before you grab your pitchforks the next time a BookTok controversy drops, read the book, read the fanfic, read the text yourself. Look for the human emotion. And let's try and give some grace to the authors that are trying to navigate this new landscape. Okay, look, I know this is a heated topic, so I want to hear from you guys. Where do you draw the line on AI in publishing? Let's have a nuanced, intelligent conversation down in the comments below. Remember, everyone is entitled to their opinion, whether you agree, whether you disagree, you are absolutely correct. And there is no reason why we cannot treat everyone with kindness and courtesy and respect. While you're down there, hit the subscribe button and I will see y'all in the next video. Bye.